Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Political Brown Kid here. And I just want to have a discussion about the militant bed wenches. And that's what I particularly refer to them as. As you all know, and I didn't think it would ever happen to me, but it did. Um, I posted recently that I was seeing a female, finally met someone that I thought I was getting along with and that I met. She was relatively attractive. She was attractive in my eyes, but like I said, I don't shoot high, but she was relatively attractive. Had a great, good profession on her head, you know. So she was a great professional. Had a great, had a good career. We both went to the same HBCU. We both grew up in the same kind of area of the city, of densely populated black city. So we had a lot of similarities in common. We had a great time hanging out. She was very affectionate. Like I said, she came over one time, but we didn't do anything. Sat there, respectfully watched TV, cooked, ate, had a good time. Took her out to nice restaurants, hung out, very affectionate. We had a very good time. People in public even said, y'all look like a great couple, because we were just having such a good time. And then she drops the bomb that she wants to keep two boyfriends and that she likes this white guy. And she's never dated a white guy before. And all white people know that I am black. My blackness comes first and foremost. And all my white friends know that my blackness comes first. And she gives this whole rant about how black she is and about her blackness and her culture and her white people know this and all this other stuff. And this is what I mean by militant bed wenches is that these, and this even occurs with black men. So this is the militant mandingo as well. So all you black women out there that are going to get angry that I'm using that term, I don't care because the way that I see that black women are turning their back on black men, it's astounding. And the reasons is it seems like it's just retaliation. You don't like us regular guys. You won't date us regular guys, but you'll date regular white guys because you view a regular white guy as being a 10 and a regular black guy as being a 2. Because you like his hair, you like his eye color, you like his phenotypical, whether it's the thin nose, whether you just like his look. And a regular white guy is a 10 to a black girl, or at least an 8 or a 7.5 at 8. And a regular black guy is a 3 or a 2. Trust me on this. So what I mean by militant bed wenches and even militant mandingos, these are people that they date white people. They love that. That's who they date. And you can look at Tamron Hall. She's the poster child for it. And this girl that just left me for this, because the reason why I say she left me and dropped me is because she kept saying, it's a tie between you guys. I can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind. She dragged herself for 2 weeks. And I was just kind of thinking, like, this is kind of disrespectful to me, but I just didn't want to bow out because at this point in time, I'm not trying to lose to a white guy. But at the same time, if you can't even make a decision, and I'm still taking you out and doing all this stuff for you, that doesn't make sense to me. But finally, I see where I stand because I was just like, well, I'm not going to call her. If she's interested, she'll call. And I haven't heard from her. So I know that she's made her choice. But once again, these women, to justify them dating outside of their race, they like to let you know they're so black and they attend all of these marches and they go to these black causes. And all of my white friends know that my blackness comes first and I am foremost and they don't challenge me on this. And that's what they do. You look at Tamron Hall's dating history. I think she used to date the guy Chris Matthews on MSNBC or some old, like when I first remembered I heard about this in the early, and trust me, the reason why I knew about it was because like in the early 2000s, I was like, dang, this girl is fine. That's when I first saw Tamron Hall. I was like, she's beautiful. And I think she used to be on like MSNBC or she used to be on one of them type of shows. And when I Googled her, it popped up that she used to date him. Or that they were romantically linked. And I said, that can't be. This old looking white guy, no way. As fine as she was. And I was like, she's dating him for real. But these are the type of women, they won't date an average looking black guy, but they'll date these old, average looking white men. And that's all they date. But then when you look at Tamron Hall, all she wants to do is show you that she's a sister girl. I'm a sister girl. And all she likes to do on her show is have black people on her show. Like, see, I'm down for the cause. I promote black people. I have black people on my show. That's what I do. I am black. I am black. And this is what they do. Tyra Banks does the same thing, even though now she's just quiet. She just run off and hid into a cave, making love to her white man. All of these women do this type of stuff. And the guys do similar stuff as well. They do the same thing. I'm not checking for the guys. But they do the same thing. They want to holler how black they are, and they want to attend all these NAACP events and do all of this stuff. And so I was just very disappointed at this female that we both grew up in the same part of the city. We both went to the same school system. And what I mean by that, we both went to the same Catholic school system. And so we could relate. We both had a great time hanging out. We both attended the same HBCU. She's a couple of years younger than me. We both had, and then we just had so much in common. And then now this happens. And then she claims as though it was because he spoils me. And I'm like, well, you've known both of us for 2 months. You've met us the same time, so you say. And I'm just trying to figure out, well, how is he spoiling you? You claim you haven't slept with either. Well, I know you haven't slept with me. You claim you haven't slept with him, and I did believe her on that. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are you doing? Because I'm looking at her clothes, and you're still wearing the same funky Vans in the same Pro Kids. You know, because like I said, she doesn't dress flashy. She dresses in regular like she doesn't dress materialistic at all. And that was one of the things I kind of liked about it. It was just kind of like, okay, she's a regular, low maintenance. I can, if I want to spoil her and buy her like stuff to make her look good, because I think my personal opinion is a woman is supposed to look better than a man. I can be in my gear and, just kind of buy her a little nice stuff here and there. But I've only known you for, at this point, 2 months. And we haven't even been intimate. We kiss a lot and we've cuddled and did all that stuff in public and stuff. But we didn't do anything beyond that. So I'm not going to I don't know what this guy, so I'm just trying to figure out, like, well, what is he doing? Did he buy you something and you just not wearing it out with me? I don't know. But that was her story. And so it's just kind of, disheartening when these things happen. It deflates you. Once again, like I say, I'm back to this drawing board. I don't know where my life is going to take me at this point, because it's just the rejection after rejection, and then getting your hopes built up. It's almost like you're cursed and God hates you, or me, should I say, because he waits till I get to my lowest point in life, and then he kind of gives me a little bit more hope, and then he takes it back. And I thought this one was actually going to work out, but it didn't. But once again, I'm just kind of pointing out, highlighting what these, militant mandingos and these militant bedwenches do. They love to talk about how black they are, how that blackness comes first, and they love to try and show you that they support black people. They do stuff in the hood, and they do all this stuff for their black folks, and they're just so black. But yet, when you see them in public, all they're going to do is date white people. And then they got every excuse in the book for why they're dating a white. It just worked. I don't know what happened. Just like Serena Williams, she's full of crap. She used to be my favorite player, and that's why I don't support her anymore. And don't support her anymore at all. And because it was just kind of like, and I knew she was going to go that way, because her father had even told them, she tried to make it seem like in some documentary that I saw on television, she tried to make it seem like I didn't expect to fall in love with a white guy. It just happened. But when you look back at it and see, I followed their career since they've been little, because I'm a tennis fan. When her father made a statement and a news guy asked him, the news guy asked both Venus and Serena, said, your father said that if you ever brought home a white guy, if you ever dated a white guy, he would, turn over in his grave or disown him or something like that. And then they were like, well, he's going to have to just turn over in his grave or disown. They said both made a little comment. Go back and look at it. My memory may be a little bit off, but they made that comment. And then when you look at Venus and Serena, you're already in a white sport, in a, predominantly white sport. And then you look at it, she learned French. When she won the French Open, I remember one year she gave her championship speech in French. Did you learn Swahili? Did you learn isiZulu? Did you learn any African language? No. But you immersed yourself in a white world. And then these people come up and then they say, I didn't expect to fall in love with that. It just happened. And then to appease black people, they'll try to make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm all in the hood. I'm going to leave you with this other little tidbit. And it goes back to y'all's favorite little vice president, Little Miss Perfect, another HBCU graduate, Howard University. That's the blackest HBCU there is. Kamala Harris, another bed wench. Here she is. You don't went to Howard University. You couldn't find a black man up there to date, fall in love with. Here it is. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but remember when she started to run for the presidency, when she was running for the Democratic nomination for president during, I forget which election it was it the 2016 one or it was the 2020 one when they all ran in 2020. Remember the story got leaked that she had an affair with a black guy. They tried to make it seem, they were like, yeah, she had this affair with this guy. They didn't say with a black guy. They were like, she had this affair with this guy, and they kept putting this picture out there. So they wanted what she wanted. They leaked this story because they knew that she's a bed wench, and they knew that the black people were going to look at her funny because you're already light skinned, you're already quote unquote half black, even though I consider you black, but now these new people want to claim everybody's half, or don't even say they're black, they're mixed, or they want to claim this a new category. So in order to link herself with being black and being down, I'm guarantee you that she leaked this story. Her can't leak this story about her with this affair with this black guy. So it shows that she's into black men. But these women, they date and they marry white, they date white, and then they want to come and show you that they're down by attending some Congressional Black Caucus event or doing something with some black people to show you that they're still connected. It doesn't fly with me. Boy, I wish I had the talent, the verbal talents of a Cat Williams, because I would love for Cat to go off on this type of subject. Even Charleston White, I would love to see him break this type of stuff down. But that's all I wanted to say. This video was longer than what I wanted it to be. But I'm disappointed. Don't know what I'm going to do in life because it doesn't seem like black women are checking for us. And white women damn sure ain't checking for us. Asian women damn sure ain't checking for us. So it doesn't matter, not unless we're playing basketball, boxing, or singing. They are not going to check for us. And that is a fact. This is the political brown kid. I hate everybody.